make sure your activity window is open and the project is open. We're going to be formatting the bar chart. So mainly we're just going to be touching on different ways you can mess with the bar chart. For this workshop, we're actually going to use a layout file that is included in your class materials folder. So we're going to be importing that file from there. So you're going to learn how to import a layout. And then you can also create the layout yourself, but we're going to skip the creation part. During the 4-day course, we actually might go through the whole length of it, but it's something you can practice in your own as well. Now, the background for this workshop, management has received your draft report and they're requesting that some changes be made to the presentation. For the assignment, we're going to format the schedule as follows, but depending on the default setting, your Gantt chart may differ from that shown. Now, I want you guys to follow the instructions. You can also follow my instructions as well. What we're going to do is download the layout. How you do so is you can go to View, Layout, Open, or you can click on the drop down, Layout, Open. They both take you there. You don't want to save. Again, remember with layouts, unless you make changes that you're sure of, we're actually going to save a couple of layouts in a couple of workshops from now. So I'm going to select No. And what I want you guys to do is click on Import and then go to your class material folder and select this primavera.com.au layout.plf file. Double click on it, make sure it's available to the current user, save, and it's gonna put it right under the user admin. So it's available to you. You could have also made it available to someone else if you're working in a database that has, let me show you. If you're working in a database that has other users, you can make it available to them as well. So we're going to select the layout and click Open. And in doing so, you can actually see the changes being made. So you're going to go into you're going to double click to bring this into view. Then you can right click, go into your bars. Again, you want to click in the Gantt chart area and just take a look at it and see the options that are in there currently. Okay, select OK. And then now all you have to do is go to step 4. We're going to skip step 3. But if you do actually want to create it on your own, step 3 provides that guidance for you. Now you want to make sure the following bars are displayed. It should be, but right click and go into bars. Again, you can also go into bars via the bars tab up top. And make sure those are all checked. Level of effort, actual work, remaining work, critical. Then we have milestone, percent complete, summary, float bar, and negative float bar. Click OK. You're going to add the following columns. So right click, go into your columns. And again, you can also go to your columns by clicking the drop down, go straight to columns, or you can click on the view, drop down, and I believe columns is there as well. So just different ways of getting to the same place again. Go into columns, and what I'm going to do is go to my general section. If you don't know specifically where something is, you can just click the drop down, go to the list, and find it, or use Control F to find exactly what you're looking for. But in this case, we're going to put in category since we know where our item is, and we're going to look for calendar. I can drag, and I'm going to make sure it comes after activity name, and then after that will be activity type. And I can use my arrow also to move it over. You can use this to move things up and down, arrange it. However you arrange it is how it's going to look up here. So what I'm going to do is just hit apply, and you can see the change made already. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to widen this just so things fit as it should. Spread this out a little bit. And then after doing so, you want to make sure that your total float column is displayed. It should be as well. After doing so, you're going to press F9 and reschedule. Okay. You can also use your schedule tab up top. At times, you may run into a problem where if not working, so the tab is available right there. Um, Now we're going to adjust the row heights. So how you're going to do so is by going to View, Table Font and Row, or you can click on the drop down again. Just click up there, go directly into Table Font and Row, or right click in the table area and go to Table Font and Row. And what we're going to do right now is adjust the rows behind us. So how you're going to do so, we're going to uncheck this, and we're going to select a specific height. Let's put 30. Apply. You can see the changes made. Now we're going to optimize height by row content. Do not exceed one line per row. Hit apply. You can see the change again. And then we're going to keep the current row. Well, let's make sure to change this to 18. Hit apply. And then just click OK. Okay. Now we're going to format the time scale. So there's different options. If we zoom in and out, so if I zoom in, we start all the way with hours per day, as you can see, 24 hours in a day. If I zoom out, now we're talking about days. Zoom out some more. We're doing week and days. Then we zoom out again. This is another option of week and days. So there's two of them. This one is just a little constraint. And then again, okay. And then if I zoom out again, oh, this is the month and weeks. If I zoom out again, this is months and quarters. And then zoom out, this is the year, and then all the months. And then you have quarters per year. So this is as far as you can go. We're going to generally keep it with the month and weeks, unless we need to make it any smaller. But I might make it smaller since I'm using just half of the screen. But for yourself, try to keep it within month and weeks. Again, you're going to adjust this according to how big your actual schedule is. All right. Now we're going to format the vertical lines with a solid major line every month and a minor line every week by going to your view. Again, bars, or you can click the bars tab, or you can right click in the Gantt chart area and click bars. And you can go to options to get there. Now, a quicker way of getting there directly is by right clicking and just going directly to bar chart options. We're going to go to our sight lines, make sure that these two are checked. Make sure it's one per month and then one per week. Click OK. And then expand and contract the time scale and adjust this so that all bars are visible. Now, after doing so, you want to see below for the expected results. So just compare your schedule to this. Make sure to start milestone, finish milestones, these 2 6-day work weeks. Check your float, compare it to that. Make sure your answer is correct. And if you take a look here, you do have OZ 1060 as the longest duration, making it the shortest duration that the project may be completed. So this becomes our long critical path because the Primavera is currently recognizing this activity as the entire project, mainly because there's no logic set, and it's taking it as every other one is finishing prior to it. So if, for example, you look at our float, you can see this one it's 4 days starting at the same time. There's 4 days of float. If you take a look at this one, there's 2 days starting at the same time. There's 6 days of flow. So keep that in mind.